Hello, welcome into this video where I will be speaking about the embassy appointment for the H2B visa and what questions may be asked for you in this embassy interview. Hello, my name is Sarah. I previously was an employee on the H2B visa in the United States for a total of 3 years, living and working in 6 different places. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you my experience of some questions I was asked in my embassy interview and some questions that you may be asked too. So let's get straight into it. So some questions that they may ask you are, why do you want to go to the United States? And you can answer this by letting them know that you do have a job lined up that you will be working for a temporary period of time. They may ask, what will you be doing? And you can inform them that you will be working and you will be living there for your set amount of time. They may ask, will you have somewhere to live? And you can let them know that yes, your job has actually found accommodation for you, that you will be living there, and you can bring some proof of that, or maybe you found your own accommodation and have proof of that too. They may ask, for some proof of your job, so you can have your contracts or some proof of that with you. They may ask, do you have a criminal background? In this case, you can bring with you Garda clearance or police clearance from your local Garda or police station to ensure that you have done a background check and they do not have a criminal record, as you may have some difficulty entering the United States on a visa if you do have a criminal record. Um, and now, just for some advice, what I would suggest you not to do is to come into a visa embassy appointment and talk more than necessary and share information, for example, of, oh my gosh, I really want to go to America. Like, it's my total dream. I got a tattoo on my arm. I just think it's going to be the best country ever. And I really just want to live there forever and, find another way to get a visa. Okay, that's definitely not the approach that you want to have going into this embassy interview, because you want to be sure, you want to be honest, but you also want to share that you are going over here on the H2B temporary visa, and that temporary visa does have an end date of the contract, and you do want to ensure that you will be going home after that contract to return to your home country. So if you have intentions to extend that visa, which is a possibility, or if you have intentions to return home to your country and then go again the following year on this visa, it's probably not something that is essential to share in this interview process, because that's something that may show that you do have intentions to want to live and stay in the States, and that's really not what this visa is about. It's about temporary work. So just be really clear about knowing that going into this visa as well, that it is for temporary work, and it is very beneficial to have proof that you do have something to actually come home to in your country. So evidence of college, or evidence of an education course you're going to take by a certain date when you come home, or a job that you have, or a family wedding, or a travel book. So something that you have to show that you actually will be coming home. And yeah, so definitely all of that. And now I will also let you know of some things that you should bring with you to this interview as well. So um, I definitely recommend to travel light. Reason being is, when you get to this embassy interview, there is security there, and they do take your items and get you to place them in a locker. So it's going to be quite a small locker. You don't want to be that person who has all these big bags and it has like creates an inconvenience to their system. So only the essential items, and I will let you know what those essential items are here now as well. So definitely essential is your passport. You want to ensure that your passport is also in date. So if your contract ends May 28, you want your passport to exceed that date, because you do need your passport to also exit the country that you're going to be working in. Paid receipt of your visa application. You want to bring your DS-169 form and your confirmation code to ensure that your confirmation code is also on that page. You want to bring your offer letter from your job with your petition letter also. You want to bring one passport style photo, and you can bring also your Garda clearance or your police clearance as well. Now, some things that I would also suggest and recommend that you additionally bring is your social number or your PPS number that you have in your country. If you don't already know that off by heart, but proof of that bring also proof of that. Your contact details for your employer, and any more information about your job. Um, Confirmation dates, so a contract or emails that you have with your employer that have a start and an end date. Your resume history as well, so history of jobs and education. And the reason for this is if you are applying for a server or a housekeeper, it will look great if you already have worked in those areas before, and if you prove that you are, that's why you're coming over here to work in that area and then to come home as well. That can be very beneficial. So that's what you need to have. And that's some of the questions that you may be asked. That's from my personal experience. So if you have any questions or comments, do feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.